According to Jay Villas, an ESPN college basketball analyst, in 2016, the NCAA made roughly about $1 billion in ads alone, and the two head coaches of the teams in the championship game had a combined salary of just above $12.5 million. Out of all this money being made, how much do you think was given to college athletes? Not a single dollar touched their pocket. Unfortunately, college athletes are not monetarily rewarded for their playing. Therefore, I am here today to get college athletes paid due to the fact that they put the same amount of effort to win their games as professionals and bring in roughly the same amount of people into stadiums. First, first, I will talk about the lack of income they face and the consequences that follow. Secondly, I will talk about the possible penalties imposed on them depending on the severity of their acceptance on compensations. Finally, I will provide you with solutions to these issues as well as action steps that can put an end to this amateurism. Who wouldn't be jumping of excitement knowing you'll be playing for one of the most prestigious universities? Unfortunately, many see the lack of income once it's too late. For example, according to a 2011 study conducted by Ramon Ikama and Ellen J. Straussky, reports have shown that 86% of students live in poverty with the average school scholarship earning less than the federal poverty line by nearly $2,000. Athletes and their families who have been promised by colleges and coaches of a full ride scholarship will be unprepared for out-of-pocket financial demands. Additionally, a once football player at UT, Arian Foster, confessed in the 2013 School the Price of College Sports documentary that his reality was harsh despite of winning games, as his refrigerator will be empty, yet his coach will be driving a brand new car. He also mentioned how many of his teammates will sell drugs or go as far as sell their football rings to provide for themselves. It is clear what the impediment of income presents, yet the NCAA and universities seem not to grasp this concept, or worse yet, they choose to turn their heads the opposite direction. In my second problem, I will state the bitter penalties of what the outcomes are once a college athlete accepts any type of compensation. According to NCAA.org and the 2017 Handbook and the Cardoso Law Review of 2012, players are not allowed to accept payments, receive any benefits not available to others, or agree to being promoted for commercial products, along with many other restrictions. The violation of these rules would result in a team dismissal. For example, Donnie Edwards was suspended from unknowingly breaking the NCAA rules when he accepted nearly $150 in groceries that were anonymously left at his doorstep. Why should they be penalized if the NCAA has created an environment in which college athletes are an easy target with all these prohibitions imposed on them? Additionally, according to athleticsscholarships.net, published in 2013, Reggie Bush, a 2010 running back from USC who received extra benefits estimated around $200,000, caused the NCAA to fire back in a frightening manner. The NCAA decided to take away 30 scholarships and ban the football team from playing postseason and the Pac-12 championship game due to his acceptance. I will not provide you with I will not provide you with solutions to these issues. The Olympic model will correspond to the lack of income. The Olympic model generates income by athletes signing autographs, accepting endorsements, and doing appearances or interviews. This solution will shut down the only argument the NCAA holds strongly, which is that of not paying their athletes due to the fact of competitive difference in pay. My second solution is getting rid of the punishments the NCAA imposes, which will stop them from possibly getting rid of some of their best players. By not punishing them, but by rather encouraging them to accept these compensations will let the athletes know the NCAA only wants what's best for them. Getting rid of these harsh punishments will ultimately make college athletes encourage young kids to join the NCAA as they truly care for one's future. The action steps every single one of you can make are the following: signing petitions, gathering the families and the athletes to have a serious talk with universities and the NCAA, as well as having a small course in which athletes are informed of everything before they sign any contract. In conclusion, today we have gone over the difficulties college athletes face due to the lack of income and the possible penalties imposed on them. With the Olympic model and the abolishment of these penalties, athletes will prosper and divert their focus onto their games and not their issues. Remember when I mentioned how they bring roughly the same amount of people to these stadiums as the professionals, and how the NCAA made nearly $1 billion in ads alone? How is it ethical for only coaches and others to benefit from this machine, but athletes suffer until they become pros? That's if they make it without any troublesome injuries. Please think of all your friends who have gotten the opportunity to play for a university. Let us help them have a truly prosperous career during and after their college years. I insist you sign these petitions on your way out of this meeting as your first step. I believe together we will force this machine to share their wealth with the main source who provides it, college athletes. Thank you.